Hello everyone, I am Jaya Kagra, Assistant Professor of Commerce, Government City College, Nayapur, Hyderabad. Today I am discussing a topic that is from auditing. The topic is internal check. Internal check is an accounting procedure whereby routine entries for transactions are handled by more than one employee in such a manner that the work of one employee is automatically checked against the work of another. As internal check is nothing but auditing work is checked by a person called auditing is nothing but checking the work. So here, before the auditor come and check the work, in that internal check is done. In internal check, one person work is checked by other person. That is automatically because every human being has a nature that they are not perfect. If they commit any mistake, that can be checked by the other person or catched by the other person. In that criteria, the internal check is done in the auditing. It is an arrangement of duties of member of staff in such a manner then the work performed by one person is automatically and independently checked by other. So internal check meaning is nothing but one person work is automatically checked by the independently the other person. Definition. According to FRMD Paula, internal check means practically a continuous internal audit carried on by the staff itself by means of which the work of each individual is independently checked by other member of the staff. So here this Paula is a person who define internal check. It is internal audit carried on by the staff. It is done by the staff itself by means of which the work of each individual is independently checked by the other person of the same staff. According to DR Davara, internal check is a system or a method introduced with defined instruction given to staff as to their sphere of work with a view to control and verification of their work and also maintenance of accurate records as the ultimate aim. So here in this we can say that internal check is a system or a method introduced with the defined instruction given to staff as to their sphere of work with a view to control and verification in the work, maintenance and the accurate record of the ultimate aim. So here this another definition is it is a method or it is a system where the instructions are given to staff to do the internal check. One person work is checked by other person. What are the objectives? So division of work, it is based on individual's ability. So it is a work where the work is divided between the staff. Use of devices, an organization should use various devices which helps to make work internal check easier. So as we all know, each and every company is using the computerized method. So books of accounts are maintained in the computer, so all this can be checked easily. Minimization of error and fraud. The work performed by each individual is checked by other individual. So if this happens, the work is performed by and checked by the other person. So in this situation, the errors and frauds are checked by the person. Reliability. If the internal check is very good, then the auditor will rely upon the books of account. So before auditor comes, if internal check is over, then auditor can rely on those books of account because the internal check is done. Preparation of final accounts. With an effective internal check system, the final accounts can be prepared safely. So as an auditor is an outsider person, but the internal check is done by the internal staff itself. As the staff members, they are, if they are doing the internal check effectively, efficiently, properly, then the final accounts can be prepared very easily. What are the advantages? Fixation of responsibility. Proper internal check system will ensure accountability and responsibility of the employee. So here, what is the advantage? So here the responsibilities are fixed. So proper internal check will ensure the accountability and responsibility. So each and individual have some work and they are responsible for that work. Prevention of error and fraud. Under this system, no one employee is allowed to record more than one aspect of the transaction. So in this, they can say that the errors and fraud can be prevented because their employee is not allowed to record more than one aspect of the transaction. So each individual is divided between the work and right person at the right job, so they can prevent the errors and fraud. Increase the efficiency of clerk. The work is divided among the employee according to their qualification and experience. As I said already, work is divided and right person at the right job is fixed based on their experience, based on their qualification. Reliability of information. The aim of this system is to have an accurate record of all the transactions. So reliability of information is nothing but when the internal check is done, so they can rely on those records, whatever the books of transactions, the books of accounts are maintained. Reduce the workload of auditor. In relation to the extent of audit procedure followed or adopted. So in this, they can say that auditor workload is reduced because auditor can rely, because these are the internal person, those who have checked the books of account. So auditor can rely on those books of account. So auditor workload is reduced. Increases the overall efficiency of the business by preventing the occurrence of the fraud, proper segregations of duty which will increase the efficiency. So here, the whoever the person is interested, whatever their capability, their experience, their qualification, according to their efficiency, the work is divided. So in this, we can say that preventing the occurrence of fraud and proper segregation of duty, which will increase the efficiency. So the person efficiency also improved by doing the effective and efficient work, which they have interest. So limitation, expensive. It is an applicable only for large business concern. Does not reduce the liability. It will help the auditor in reducing his work, but it will never reduce the liability. So here we can say auditor workload is reduced, but it will not reduce the liability. And it is not useful in the small business. It is only useful, or we can say applicable for the large business only. Duties of an auditor as regard internal check system. Examination. First of all, an auditor should satisfy himself about the working of proper internal control system. So here, first auditor itself is satisfied. If auditor is satisfied with the internal check, then in case of satisfactory system, if the auditor is satisfied about the effectiveness of an internal control, then he should check the efficiency and its existence by checking various items from different places. Unsatisfactory case, if auditor feels that internal control system is not satisfactory, then he should check those accounts where errors are likely to exist. So in this situation, they can say that unsatisfactory case, if the auditor feel that internal control system is not satisfactory, then he should check those accounts where errors are likely to exist. So he can feel that there may be an error. They errors may exist in that. Some sections are inadequate. If auditor feel that the overall system is satisfactory, but certain sections of the system appear to be inadequate, means the overall work the auditor is satisfied by the internal check, but some part of the work, some area of the work is unsatisfactory. So in that case, then he should inform the client about the danger. So he informed about those accounts or those the books where he is having doubt. Suggestion. Auditor should also give suggestion that how weaknesses can be removed if he asked by the client. If he inform the same thing to the client, the problems can be removed and problems can be solved easily. Internal check has regard the receipts, payments and sales. So internal check is regarded as what are the receipts, what are the payments and what are the sales. So the first item we will discuss is relation of relation to receipt of cash. Receipt of cash must be handled by a separate clerk known as cashier. Bank reconciliation statement should be prepared by the cashier to reconcile bank and cash balance. All debtors or customers requested to make payment by crossed check. Automatic bill or cash registers are useful for checking receipt. The counterfoil of all the receipts issued should be properly maintained. So in this relation to receipt of cash, if they are dealing the receipts of cash, so what are the precautions or what are the things they will handle? The receipts of cash must be handled by the separate clerk known as cashier. So as you all know, cashier is a person who will deal the cash. Bank reconciliation should be prepared by cashier to reconcile the bank and cash balance. As we all know, the bank reconciliation statement where the passbook and cash book should be tallied. All debtor and customers requested to make payment by crossed check. Only cross checks are accepted. Automatic bill and cash register are useful for the checking receipt. Counterfoil of all the receipts issued properly should be properly maintained. Relation to cash sales. Relation to payment of cash. So all payment should be made by check only because nowadays no one is accepting cash. Only checks are accepted. Petty cash payment should be handled by the petty cashier. So the individual different person is there to handle over the petty cash. Name, number and the status of person authorized to sign checks must be decided. So in this, the name and number and the status of person authorized to sign check must be decided earlier. Confirmation of accounts with creditor should be made to maintain up-to-date record. So here, the accounts with the creditor should be made maintain an up-to-date records. A proper system must be adopted for controlling the supply and issue of check. So here we can say that proper system must be adopted for controlling the supply and issue of check. In this situation, we can say this. Separate cashmen should be appointed to carry out the sales at different counter. So separate salesmen should be appointed to carry out the sales. Salesman should prepare sales invoice into 4 copies. Accountant must make the entries in the cash book. Salesman should prepare a summary showing cash sales. Copies of sales summary sheet should be sent to the officer in charge of the trading house. So in this, they can say the copy of the sale summary sheet should be sent to the officer in charge of the trading account. So these are the things where internal checks can be done. So cash is very important for the receipts and for the payment and for the sales, how they are related to cash and how they are dealt with it, how the internal check is done with this. So this is a topic which we have discussed today. Thank you so much.